Howdy everyone. So Siege tournament is coming up, and as always, there's a lot of preparation that comes before. I always say that pre-siege preparation is the most important thing for any competitive siege guild. So here's three things that I do before every single tournament, and everyone should be doing it if you're gonna be going full try hard in siege tournament. So the very first thing is very important. You don't really I don't know if people use this before siege tournament or not, but I really think you should save your super Angelmon for siege tournament, like the important sieges. You should kind of have an idea of how high your guild is going to push into the tournament. Some guilds usually only make it to like round one or two. If you know when the important siege is, you can save these for those dates so that you can quickly 6-star your fodder, which when you're doing a siege tournament match, you're going to encounter defenses that are new because guilds like to save their siege defenses for tournament exclusively for tournament. They usually don't whip them out in mid-season because they don't want to expose, because there's always there's a lot of strength in bringing something that's unknown that you've never seen before, and it means that people are going to bring in things that isn't exactly the safest. So you might end up having to make things that you don't have ready. And it's different than mid-season. The time on towers and everything is different, 30 minutes instead of 1 hour. And really, time is more important during that tournament when you're trying to capture towers and play around with macro. So the quicker you're able to make these offenses on the spot, the better. So the Super Angelmon is something I use every single tournament. I think I'm always making something on the important sieges, and I'm always having to use this. So I highly recommend that you save these exclusive for tournament on those matches that are very important. And moving on to the next thing is obviously just create 6-star fodder. What you can do is, collect a lot of Rainbowmon and everything. Just have Rainbowmon ready. I still have to make a lot of these into 4 and 5-star Rainbowmon, but depending how far along you are, you can get these 3-star Rainbowmon, level them up. You can level 4-star Awakens that you don't need. Sometimes you get those 3-star that awaken the 4-star level 1. You can level those and use those as 5-star fodder. Prepare a lot of that to go in combination with the Super Angelmon, so that way you're able to quickly make those counters. 2 seasons ago, I had to make a Tessarian and a Wendy, and I had to 6-star both of them in a matter of 2 minutes. And because I saved this, I was able to finish off with a 10-0, and that's really how important these 6 stars mid-match are. Very important. And the very last thing, very simple, I think everyone should be doing this as well. Dimensional Hold Energy, you need to be able to make a 2A on the spot to adapt to what the siege match is. You can really time this to make about if you're, depending what week you're on, how far you're going to push, you can usually make about two ways, depending what you need for the match. So say, for example, you need to make another Cha-Cha or you need to make another La-La. You can just save that 2A energy, and so that when it comes to that time that you actually need to make it, then you have it ready. I highly recommend that you at least make it a 5-star awakened version, so that way you don't have to worry about leveling it up. All you have to do is 6-star it, Super Angelmon 2A. And usually you can have an idea of what you're going to need. The way I usually plan out my offenses, I look at the map and I see, okay, I know that I have at least 3 or 4 counters, maybe or so, depending on the defense. If I expect that I'm going to need another one, I'll start 2Aing that if there's a tower coming up at some point. Maybe I'll wait a little bit later to use, let's say I ran out of Cha-Chas. I might wait a little bit until I finish that 2A to use my other next Cha-Cha, for example. You really have to work with your guildies to, whoever has something made that's the safest, let them go. So obviously, if you don't have a Cha-Cha or Lala or whatever, Lulu, let your guildies go, and then you can go and make another dupe of the 2A Lala, Cha-Cha, whatever. So that's really what the 2As are for mid-season, mid-tournament. So that's pretty much it. This is 3 really simple things that I do before siege tournament. And like I always say, pre-siege preparation is very important. So this is something that if you're preparing for tournament, you should definitely look into doing. There are a lot of other tips as well that I mean, there's a lot of little min and maxing that you can do, but this is probably the three most important things that I noticed in every single Siege tournament I've been in. I've been in every single Siege tournament so far since the first season, and by far this is the most important three things that I do before tournament. So, yeah, if you're going to be in tournament this season, I believe we're in season 11, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 11. I mean, good luck, and yeah, hopefully this helps. Thanks.